What is up, guys? Welcome back to another adventure. Now today's going to be just a nice little short simple video. We're going to be running through Dollywood and giving you guys a little rundown on all the fun little roadside attractions for the summer celebration. Now you can see this one right here behind me. It is a big giant fun one. We'll dive into that a little deeper. Let's head back to the beginning and show you guys a little bit of everything around the park. Let's go. Now, as we're heading through our journey of the roadside attractions, the first one you come across here is the Kite Sky. And you can see that's just a bunch of, what do we got? Green, yellow, orange kites that run all the way down Main Street here, and they're going to run you all the way down almost into the Market Square area. Next roadside attraction we find our way across is the water hose fountain. Now that's set right here in the middle of Market Square. It overtook where Dolly's mother set for the giant topiary. Let's run you over here and show you how it looks. Now this right here throughout the festival will be constantly spraying water down for the kids to run through, cool down with, and that lasts throughout the entire festival, throughout most of the day. As you're working your way around here, you'll see that the next roadside attraction you're going to come across is the largest bean can. It looks like they've switched it up this year and went with a can of pinto beans. Those are Granny Ogle's brand, so I don't think that this one is being presented by Bush Beans this year. Now, your next roadside attraction is actually down in the Country Fair. So they've changed this location where it was up there next to the Heart Song Theater last season. This year, they've moved it down here next to the little seating area right by the Sky Rider. And you can see they've opened up and moved all the benches here right on the AstroTurf. So that's going to be a little bit of a better spot in my opinion. You're not going to have that black asphalt right underneath the kids melting them. And it's a little bit of a softer ground, so if they're falling down, laughing, giggling, having a little bit of a good time, this is going to be a little bit of a safer area for those kids to enjoy that. But also brings something down to this section of the park because they haven't really decorated it too much, and they usually kind of forget about it. So I'm glad to see that they're doing a little something down here in Country Fair. Now our next stop on the roadside attraction tour here is the Lazy Loungers. This is outside of the grist mill. You can see this little area is lined with all kinds of little loungers, and these have it to where you can slide back, relax. They do also offer a removable footrest, so then that way you can kick it aside and have just a chair. You can extend it out if your legs are a little bit longer as well, so you don't have to be so cramped up. Kind of kick your legs out in style, but these are sitting right outside the grist mill. So if you need to take a load off your feet, this is going to be one of your favorite roadside attractions, the Lazy Loungers. Alright guys, next up on the roadside attraction tour, new for this season, is Noodleville. Now that is right here left of the entrance of Blazing Fury. You can see not quite set up yet, but to my understanding it is just going to be a section here filled with pool noodles. I can't remember the exact number, but it was quite a bit. And just going to let it to where you run through them like a little maze, slap them around a little bit. And we'll come back later on and check that out once it's all set up. Now next stop on the roadside attraction story is the Noodle Takeover. That is just going to be essentially a giant walkway covered by pool noodles. They're color schemed out to a giant rainbow, and that runs up the right side path there next to Blazing Fury and ends up almost to the Tennessee Tornado. Alright guys, next up on the roadside attraction tour is the Bubble Foam Zone. You can see as you work your way through the awning here, you're going to find yourself in a wide open plaza area. Now to the left they do offer a smaller option for the kids. To the right they've got it for the adults. That runs 12 to 6 daily through the summer celebration. As you can see here, if you are or need a wheelchair, they do also offer a wheelchair accessible option there for you. That's right up here in the plaza. That does run daily throughout the summer celebration. Alright guys, next up on the roadside attraction tour is Oscillation. Now this is a new one for this season that has overtook the little spinning chairs. And they are just a bunch of giant crystals Let me show you the sign over here. So the giant crystals that come alive through movement. It's an interactive installation that uses sight, sound, and movement to spark the community and activity with interactive play. Go down the list here if you guys want to pause it and read all that. Now, as you are going around them, they've got these little sensors on them, and that's what's going to make the music. So as you get closer to it, it's real faint, kind of hard to see or hear, not see. Of course, you can't hear the sound, but it's on all the sides of it. It depends on the distance that you are from it. They've all got different shapes, sizes. Oh, see, you can hear the noises, but they're real faint. I'm not sure if that'll get turned up or not tomorrow, but you really can't hear it very well. That is a new little roadside attraction for this season. Pretty neat. Come check this out. That is right up outside of Till and Harvest. Our next roadside attraction on the tour here is Sweet Summer Nights. Now that is an event that happens nightly according to weather. That is going to take part down here in the little plaza. Now that is going to be later in the evening. They will have dancers out. They'll have the crowd down there participating. They'll let a certain amount down in this area until it gets filled up. They're going to offer a DJ right underneath the giant tree, and then at 9:40, right up here in the sky, pay attention to it because you're going to get both drones and fireworks. Now that is according to weather. If it is rainy, if it is too dry, they will not do the fireworks, but you will get the drone show on dry weather, but not in wet weather. And that happens each night here at 9:40 if you're looking for drones and fireworks. All right, guys, so that is going to wrap up the roadside attraction tour here at Dollywood for the summer celebration. Now, we went all the way around the park, showed you the location of all the different roadside attractions. There were a few that weren't up yet, like the parachute, the Noodleville area, or the foam zone wasn't up and running yet, but everything else was there in its place, and now you know where they're at, kind of what they're going to be about. So next up is for you to get here in the park and go enjoy them. That's the best part, especially when it's a hot summer day. That foam zone, that is the spot. That is the most fun you can have. And then right there in Market Square, they got the giant fountain. That thing, the little water hose fountain, will keep you cooled off all day long. It's constantly running, and all you gotta do is just get close to it. You're soaked. But if you guys do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys back here next week for some of the summer celebration fun. Peace.